This is real drag racing for today, and exactly this game is called Thunder Valley Drag Racing. And let's gonna be spawn some other cars like them before. So make sure that I'm gonna be choosing really right to do so, as it contains some real dragsters trying to do so, and that should be gonna be mobile support. Especially we got some old monster cars as well, some kind of monster vehicles that is going on for age restrictions or just something like going on out there. Now let's get away from just trying to start for a really first track race, as even eventually let's try to start for our most likely insane, most importantly that we're going to be using a top fuel dragster as well. That is the Kentucky Fried Chicken vehicle as well. That was absolutely kind of just most likely insane for this one. This is absolutely extremely loud as well. Wait a second, that's not sound of the dragster. It does not sound like this one. Absolutely does not absolutely sound like pretty good as well, because due to something like kind of something, or it won't be absolutely gonna be necessary as well. So if I just gonna hit start over here, make sure that won't be necessary at all. So the acceleration should blast it over here for over 200 miles an hour. That sounds pretty not really good as well. So that sounds pretty disappointing as well. That sounds like a slow acceleration and really bad braking as well. That you should never try to do this as well. So if you're in a dragster, that you just blast it over here for not really over here for something like any reasons or something like this. I should be able to turn up the volume. Maybe that sounds kind of extreme wild as well. So if I just turn up for the extreme wild mode and the Thunder Valley as well, it does not absolutely try to get up right here as well. As you can hear, the dragsters roaring this out. Does not absolutely try to use it as well. So let me try for the classic dragster. I don't want to do for this terrifying bus or something like else. So looks like it's not using for mobile support. This is a real dragster, and prepare yourself. It is gonna be extremely loud whatsoever. So looks like it's just gonna be slow things down. And that dragster must be the mobile support one. So this dragster is absolutely quite of extremely insane for this one. And looks like this dragster is going to take ourselves into an extremely blast as well. So looks like we're gonna head start onto this quickly and see what the acceleration does. Let's do this for its really first time in real drag racing as well. It is not a National Hot Rod Association or something. Looks like it's got to be something really loud what's going on out here. And looks like we're gonna give ourselves a go for our first duel. And looks like we're gonna be hearing this out with the burnout as well. This has got to be something like a various battle whatsoever. And that sounds like for a crazy things as well. The acceleration does not gotta be really supported at this one. That was a very disappointing, as so slow as well. That was absolutely quite of just unfun it was. So let's just turn on the burnout on. As you can see the burnout on, as well as you can see like this burnout on, you can drift like a madman or something. Looks like that was absolutely quite of unterrifying it was. It was so kind of just efficiently not suspicious at all. That was hilariously suspicious as well. So looks like that sounds like an unknown NASCAR idol sound, like a NASCAR engine sound like this one. And turn back into the drag mode as well. Once I turn up the volume just a little bit, and let's see the acceleration of the top fuel dragster. And here we go. And let's see what it does. We're going to be hitting throughout for 300 miles an hour. And completed as well. That was not unreliable as well. That was unreliable as well. So that was kind of just extreme whatsoever. And that was some kind of extreme acceleration what's going on down here. And looks like back into the burnout mode as well. So looks like we're going to be testing out with the funny car itself. but I don't think it wasn't enough for this time to do so as well. So looks like I'm just going to get right here and really back to something like hills, back into the burnout mode, and turn off the burnout mode and see what this vehicle is going to be deleted fast in the last 15 seconds. And I don't want to do for a mobile support for this one, and exactly that was got to be extremely loud as a funny car, as my humor that we're going to be using for not a pro stock as well. So let's do for the one of a kind for advanced mode as well. That sounds extremely fast as well. So looks like we're going to get inside that monster truck. It's a funny car as well, so looks like we're going to be pressing K. Woo! That's so loud there, man. Now this is going to be something like it's gonna be crazy, and let's see the acceleration where the fastest must be funny cars. So let's hit it out, and we're gonna be crazy fastest acceleration. Oh my Celestia, that was so extremely boomed as well. So let me see, we're gonna be doing dragster and battling with this out as well. And this has got to be so dominating as well. Oh my Celestia, that was so extremely rude. That the problem is you won't able to get fly things out of here. And looks like in Thunder Valley, looks like we're going to get ourselves into a maximum attack for this moment as well. And we're just trying to get up right there into this front of this moment. And you can hear for the idle sound of the muscle car engine as well. Now let's get back and down as here. As we're going to be moving on to the red line as well. There's no waiting for the kind of cells. And here we go! Uh-oh, that's so ruined, that's me. And that was absolutely kind of just extremely ruined as well. So I don't know why that was absolutely kind of just wrecking himself out, but we're not going to be using for a funny car like this one, but most importantly that we're going to be using for a mobile supported vehicle as well. That was absolutely using for a mobile vehicle as well. And was that for a BH reference? And that should be going to be a dragster as well. So the next thing is absolutely kind of just unnecessary. It was using for a mobile support at this one. At least these guys are just absolutely blasting himself, or at least going into 200 miles per hour. It's just a pro stock Camaro. Yeah, that was absolutely kind of just wrecking themselves for itself. Now, that wasn't really for this one. So, looks like it just wasn't able to get for ruin for each things. Once I turn up the volume, that was kind of just hilariously loud or something, just like I used a funny car. As we're not going to be using motorcycles, we're not using for something like starting with a Dodge Charger RT. Exactly, we're not using a Fox body, but at least it's time to do what it takes to be, and it can't be exactly worse. As I don't think so as well. So let me using for a 56 Chevy, which has got to be extremely modified like these ones as well. So I'm sure they're going to be choosing really right whatsoever. So looks like it's just going to be using for something like this. So that sounds for, I think that must be a Nitrox mode. Using a pro stock person, as you can go into the first person, that you can when going inside. Let's see. Let's do something for real. And as you can see, it should be reaching to over 300 miles an hour. That should be going to be blasting as well. So the Nitrox doesn't work itself. And it sounds like an old muscle car mania as well. So that was kind of just a little bit fun. And exactly, that should be the end of this video as well. You see, every mobile support vehicles just look like this as well, because absolutely that wasn't kind of fun as well. Maybe that's the end of this video because I jumped out of the vehicle as well. So anyways, if you enjoy for this kind of strategy in a real drag racing, there is only one top fuel dragster left, and we got less of the funny cars left as well. So and don't worry, we won't find out that the game should be going to be updating or just even got ourselves a little bit worse or something like else. So thanks for watching, and you leave a like on this game. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell as we're gonna be doing some kind of these other things or something like else. So I'm not gonna be worrying about those drag races or something like this. And exactly, it was going to be extremely hilarious or something like this. So thanks for watching, and this is Super Concept signing off, and I'll talk to you guys into the next video. But don't worry, this is the real drag racing himself.